Hey, welcome back into another video. I hope your day is going extremely well so far. Today we are going to be talking about when you should open an LLC or any sort of legal entity for an e-commerce business. This could be a dropshipping store. It could be non-dropshipping on Shopify, Wix, Amazon, literally any sort of online business. It could be even like a service, a software, whatever. Here's my philosophy when you're starting, okay, your first business. This is very different if you already have a successful company and you're starting something else that relates to it and you're very confident that you can get it off the ground quickly, okay? If you're starting, I don't think it makes sense. And by the way, this is all in my opinion, consult professional advice. This is just my opinion, okay, based on my experience. You can run a business as a sole prop, right? A sole proprietor, everything can be under you personally. You don't even need a DBA, which means doing business as. Technically, everything can be under you personally tied to your social security. Obviously, this is not ideal when you have a legitimate company because if there's a lawsuit, for an example, they can come after your personal assets. Now you might be like, oh, well, I'm 19 or I'm 34, I'm just starting a business, I don't have anything. Okay, well, that's not really the point. The point is to protect yourself long-term, but there's also many tax advantages to different legal structures. That's not exactly what I'm here to talk about today, but here's my philosophy. Starting, for an example, an LLC, a limited liability corporation. It's the easiest thing to do, but it takes two things, okay? A couple $100, depending on where you are, and this is for people in the US, by the way. A couple $100, and it takes your time. You have to think about it. You have to set it up. You have to apply for it. You're gonna have to pick at least 3 names in case one isn't available. You have to do all these things. And I don't think, in my opinion, it makes sense to do that until you have an e-commerce business that is making consistent sales. And here's why. On this channel, we talk a lot about little tips on Facebook ads, how to optimize your website, how to find the right products, a lot of stupid mistakes that I've made over the years. But all those things ultimately lead into your experience. And with e-commerce, it might not be your first store that is your winner. It might not be the first product. And in fact, e-commerce might not even be the thing for you. And that's not a bad thing. A lot of people try it and for whatever reason, it's not for them or they don't want to stick with it. I really push to make sure that everybody who watches the content here sticks with it because it does work and it's no more difficult than anything else. So, people tend to jump around looking for the easy thing, but there is no easy thing. So stick with one thing. But you shouldn't do that LLC thing and open up, even if it's, an LLC filing as an S Corp, which is some of my corporations and how we structure the tax filings. You shouldn't do that until something's established and you're confident that you're gonna be doing this long term. Now this could be a 30-day period because in 30 days you could have 10 sales a day coming in. You're like, okay, this is starting to work. A couple dollars is coming in. Let's take some of that first profit and just open an LLC, and then you can use that LLC for anything in the future. That is just my recommendation to you. I would love to open up the comment section right now. Any questions you have about e-commerce? I try to usually stay away from the tax and business formation side of things, just because that's can get me into some legal troubles. That's why I say this is all an opinion. But it's different for every situation. It's different based on where you live. It's different based on the income that your business is producing. But again, I would just recommend going slow, making sure it's something that's going to work long term, and then you can easily just pay a business attorney or a CPA $100 or like $75 for an hour of their time, and you just ask every question that you have. That's what I did. Okay. So, and just to give you a point of reference, I don't really like to talk numbers unless it's a learning experience. I always try to make that very clear. For me, just from a learning experience perspective here, I didn't talk to a CPA and pay for I think it was $100 for an hour of someone's time. I was already doing like $25,000 a month. So there was money coming in and I wanted to then figure out how to structure it. And I knew it was coming in consistently and it was growing every single month. So that's why I went ahead and just sat down with someone for an hour and it's only $100. So that's my advice to you. One thing you can do right now, if you're new to the e-commerce space, I would highly recommend that you check out our 8-step checklist. It's absolutely free, no gimmicks, no games. You can check it out, link down below, as well as if you're ready to fully dive in and you really want to get an e-commerce business working, you can go ahead and check out our Facebook ad program. We're not talking about Google. We're not talking about and showing live how to build a Shopify store and all that stuff. This is just Facebook ads. It is the single most crucial component to an e-commerce business that wants to market through Facebook. This is 100% of the marketing. We talk about ad copy, we talk about finding products. We go through the entire scope of Facebook, which is directly how personally I've been able to generate tens of millions of dollars in sales. And now we do the same thing as well for our clients inside of our advertising agency e-com season. So a lot of cool stuff inside of there. You can check out a bunch of other resources linked in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it gave you a quick snippet of what to do in terms of the LLC and legal tax side of things when you're just getting started. Now, obviously, if you're an established business, just jump right into that route of consulting with someone who can give you some advice and hopefully point you in the right direction. All right. Hope this video found you well. Again, hope you have a great day. Be sure to reference some of those resources in the description, especially that checklist that's brand new, super cool, just a simple PDF you can check out. All right. Drop a like down below, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Peace.